Hi, I'm Brandon Peacham with Mountain Lacrosse Network. I want to welcome you to our number 6 episode of Sideline Sessions. Today we have head coach Brandon Pearl from the men's lacrosse team at Boise State. And we're going to jump right into it and welcome Coach Pearl.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Glad you're here. I just want to start off by saying thank you for last year. I had a great time following the team around and recording the games and getting to know the players and everything. And that was super special for me. It's been a long time since I got to hang out with a team like that, since I coached the little guys and had a really fun time. So
Yeah,
had a
man.
great group of dudes going there, and I really enjoyed my time. So
We were
thank you for that.
fortunate to have you there and on the bus trips.
Yep, and the bus.
It's
It
awesome.
was great. So hopefully we can make some of that happen again this year and
It's happening
get to know more guys.
for
So
sure.
excellent. Okay, let's do this. Let's talk about start at the beginning, like we do with every episode. Your bio. Tell us a little bit about how you started back home in Vancouver,
Yeah.
and then your journey through youth lacrosse and on up into where you're at.
Yeah. I mean, I guess how I found lacrosse was kind of fun. I'm from Vancouver, Washington originally.
Hmm.
Most people probably don't know, but it's right across the river from Portland, Oregon. And back then we had the Portland Lumberjacks, it was an
Yep, I
indoor
remember
lacrosse
them.
team,
I
and
went to a game.
my mom got tickets through work, and I knew nothing about lacrosse, and she gave me my dad and said, "Take Brandon." And we went right on the glass, and
Hmm.
the guy got smacked right in front of
Oh
me,
yeah.
and I fell in love with it at that point. Wanted to try it out, was playing football a lot at the time, and my dad signed me up for a little youth camp. It was
Hmm.
like a 2-day youth camp, and I was obsessed after that, and then kind of got started through middle school playing for the local team.
Got a
Uh,
shout out for the team. You
uh,
remember
Kingsway Christian.
Kingsway Christian? All right, here we come.
No longer a team.
Oh,
But yeah, it was a Kingsway Christian school. So
okay.
Vancouver really didn't have lacrosse when I was growing up. So Kingsway was the only team there.
Okay.
Actually, the high school team I played for was Kingsway Christian School, but we pulled from every local
Hmm.
public high school. So we had a really fun mix of guys. It actually was really cool to network with all the different high school guys
I
because
bet.
you got people coming from everywhere. But
Yeah.
did that and started, dropped football off and decided
Uh-huh.
I wanted to stick with lacrosse and started playing club ball. Played for Rhino, which is a club I don't think is still around in Portland anymore, but
Okay.
played for Rhino and then ultimately moved up to Seattle Stars. Me and a buddy who played for Kingsway as well. We'd drive up there twice a week to practice and
Nice.
go travel and eventually got offered to be on the West Coast Stars team and
Hmm.
that got me recruited to go play out in Illinois, Benedictine University, and then I
Yep.
transferred to North Central where I graduated from.
Awesome.
So
What'd you get degree wise?
I got my marketing degree.
Excellent.
Yeah,
I mean, perfect for recruiting and finding players and running
yeah,
a program.
yeah, man. It's
Okay.
it's it's coming to play for lacrosse probably more than my job. So that's good.
Well, that's fine. It's working out. And then
Absolutely.
talk to me about your college experience a little there at North Central.
Yeah. So NCAA Division III.
Hmm.
Um, I was fortunate enough to have a lot of different offers and opportunities at the NCAA level. Decided to go with the Division III level to
Hmm.
focus on school, and my social life. And I love the coach that recruited me at Benedictine. Um, Unfortunately, when I came on, he left.
Yeah.
So that was why I transferred. I actually followed him to the school he went to.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, lacrosse, I was fortunate enough to start all 4 years.
Yeah.
Was a captain for my junior and senior
Hmm.
year. So really enjoyed the leadership aspect of it, and the competition, and then focusing on school. Really wanted to get good grades and graduate with some stature,
Yeah.
be able to, get a job out of college. So that's
Excellent.
kind of the
The
motivation.
the D3 experience. It's
Yeah.
student first, then athlete. So
Hmm.
a little more condensed schedule.
Yeah.
There's pluses to that, right? You can focus on that education a little more.
Yeah, 100%. And the social life part of it.
Right.
I won't deny that,
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with that. But there's good balance, and it
Hmm.
was good for me to grow up and have to manage that balance on my
Sure.
own. Not let one thing outweigh anything else, lacrosse included. So it was a good character building experience for me.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And then after college, you didn't want to stay in the Chicago area.
Yeah, so I was in Chicagoland area for 5 years total. So I graduated after four, about 7 or 8 months. I stuck around just to hang out, enjoy my time, enjoy the summer.
You become a default Bears fan or anything?
Absolutely not. No, I'm Seahawks ride and die.
Right, that's fair. I can
Yeah,
live with it.
no, but then I decided to move back home to Vancouver. Purchased a house there. Was very proud of myself for doing that.
Yep, as it
Um,
should be.
and then COVID hit and didn't want to stay in Vancouver anymore. My sister went to Boise State, and I came over here and lived with her for a couple months, and that was my first experience really with Boise, and kind of just fell in love with it here.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
common theme that happens here. So
yeah,
yeah.
asked my boss at the time if it was okay for me to move because my job was remote, and
Mhm.
she said absolutely go for it, and
That's great.
that's what allowed me to come out here.
So tell me how you got hooked up with the Boise State team then.
Yeah, yeah. When I knew I was going to move to Boise,
Hmm.
I really wanted to coach collegiate lacrosse at the time. I was doing a lot of club coaching, high school, youth, but I wanted to see what that next level was like. So I actually just DM'd the Instagram account and said,
Why not? I mean, we'll put that Instagram on the show.
"Yeah, absolutely."
Hmm.
I just DM'd the Instagram and said, "Hey, are you guys looking for any assistance coaching?" And met up with Tanner Job, who was the defensive coordinator at the time, and
Yep.
signed up with him. And from there, just kind of worked my way into the coaching staff.
Okay.
So.
And then first position, some kind of assistant,
Yeah, I was the box coach.
box coach.
Ran transition.
Very underrated position on the team.
Unbelievably underrated position.
Yeah.
And it's not something you really respect until you're in it.
Right.
Uh, I can tell you, I've never been more stressed out in a lacrosse game
Yeah.
ever.
Well, it's the game within the game for sure when it
Yeah,
comes to that.
it
So
moves so quickly. Like,
yeah.
and you don't recognize how quickly it moves until you're running that box. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
And then occasionally you get a few knuckleheads that start crowding the box.
Oh,
You
yeah,
got to corral them. You got to get them back so you can
yeah,
keep the flow going in and out. And at the same time, try to get one up on the other team and get a good sub in there that gets,
100%. There's
yeah,
a lot of yelling and throwing kids around for sure.
that's great. Yeah. So let's talk about this Boise State team a little more.
Sure.
And I haven't had a chance to really get into some of the history, or at least the history that you know.
Hmm.
And since you've been there, can you fill me in uh, kind of the growth maybe in the last 5 years or something like
Yeah,
that, and where it's
yeah.
all the stories a little bit of what you got.
Yeah, so I'm on year number four.
Okay.
Um, when I came in, Adam Smith and Tanner Job had been with the team for, I believe, 5 or 6 years. So they had kind of built the program into what it was. Um, Started really from scratch, from what I could tell, and built it into something really special. Built really good culture around the team,
Yeah.
and it was competitive, which was awesome. Historically, the team has ranged probably 45 to 65 guys. That was really the case
Those are solid
when
numbers.
I came on, and
Hmm.
we maintained that number, which was
Yeah.
awesome. The year before I came on was the first time the team made it to nationals. So when I came on, it was a lot of pressure to
Yeah.
maintain that, and win conference. Uh, from there, I mean, as I worked my way through, what the biggest thing I recognized about the team was the culture, right? Like,
Yep.
there's something really special about Boise State lacrosse. And
Mhm.
coming from an NCAA background, to be completely honest with you, when I came on, I totally underplayed MCLA club ball. Did not think it was as competitive and authentic as an NCAA
Yeah.
program. Since my time being here, I've come to recognize there is a ton of competition. Guys absolutely love the game. Should not be downplayed at all
Yeah.
by any means.
I agree with you.
So I think that, when it comes to history,
Hmm.
right, for me, walking into it, not understanding what it is, and then watching it grow for 5 years and really come to understand how big of a deal it is to these boys and to the school even.
Yeah.
Like, we're a very competitive program and we bring
Hmm.
a lot of guys into the school.
Yes, you do.
So
Uh, I I'd be doing a terrible job if I didn't bring up your partner in crime. Your I guess that title's co-head coach. Is that
yeah,
where he's at?
so Ryan Henning,
Yeah.
yep. He's my co-head coach,
Hmm.
offensive coordinator. Um, business partner. Like
Yeah.
we like to laugh about that because we're running everything from finances for the team to operational management and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
but yeah, no, he's been with me since I started as a head coach last year, and I wouldn't be able to do what I do without him. So
And an ex-player on the
yeah,
team.
yep, from the team. I'm actually the only coach that hasn't played for Boise State.
Oh, you're doing great. Yeah.
Yeah, we got Mike Dowd as our goalie coach.
Mhm.
Ryan Henning, offensive coordinator. Chase Underhill, uh,
Yep.
offensive assistant. So
Okay.
everyone played for Boise State
That's
except for
awesome.
me. Yeah.
Well, you got to mix it up. You got to bring in some new blood once in a while,
Yeah,
just
I
to
think it's
freshen. And
important.
that's you. So, and then Ryan, we had offered to have Ryan on tonight. Busy, couldn't make it, but we'll have you guys both back in the spring, just before spring.
Absolutely.
Talk season coming up, players to watch out for, all those kind of things. Not too many secrets, but just around to get people hyped.
I love.
So yeah, and Coach Ryan, local guy,
Yeah,
right? Legend
local
for
guy
the most part,
legend.
All American here at Mountain View High School. So yeah,
Yeah,
the guy comes to play. So a very competitive
absolutely.
person.
Yeah,
So
great player, great coach,
great dude.
great
Yeah,
friend. Yeah.
absolutely. So we've talked a little bit about some of the work that you're doing as a co-coach, but also the club team is ran by the players.
hmm
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. So we call them officers,
Hmm.
but basically, usually it's upperclassmen on the team sign up for a certain position to help maintain the team
Yeah,
from an operational standpoint. So, like, we'll have a team president, a vice president, treasurer, um, among many other titles. But basically, these guys come on and they take on a certain portion of the team that they're in charge of, whether that's designing team gear for the season, making sure we're set up financially. All these little pieces kind of fit together so that the team can operate throughout the year.
excellent.
Does a couple good things for the guys. I think one, it kind of makes them grow up a little bit and
Hmm.
have some ownership around something that they treasure.
Yep, add to the resume.
Yeah, and two, I mean, the team wouldn't be able to function without these things happening, right? So they kind of get to understand that if they want to
Mhm.
enjoy being on the team and being competitive, they need to kind of put a little bit of work on the back
Right,
end.
some
So
ownership into it, on
exactly.
and off the field.
Yes, absolutely. And I love that aspect of it. Going
Hmm.
back to the whole respecting the MCLA
Yeah.
platform. I mean, you can go in and play NCAA and
Hmm.
you get everything for free. You don't have
Yeah.
anything to worry about, but you really gain some more respect for your team when you have some ownership of it, like you said. So,
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. I love it. I love that. Talk briefly about the resume builder. These young men are coming out of college. Some of them in charge of a budget.
hmm
Something that they wouldn't have before when they join the workforce. There's marketing that they do. They reach out to other companies, so they're getting that exposure to be able to present and put themselves out there
exactly.
and learn those soft skills, as they call it in the work world,
Yeah.
and expose themselves, be vulnerable, and learn from those. Sometimes you fall or whatever.
Yeah.
So you just fumble all
Yeah.
around. I do it all the time. So
Absolutely.
but you just learn to own it and move forward and you get better over time. Along with that paperwork, that responsibility to your teammates that,
hmm
hey, dude, where's the pennies? I thought you ordered them. Right? There'll be plenty of, there's that pressure to perform on and off the field. And then the accountability to each other too
hmm
comes with it. And that's the one thing I've really learned to love about club, just like you were saying. So,
Yeah. Couldn't agree more.
multiple benefits there, you know, and differences from other levels of play.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. We've you tickled into culture a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about maybe how you've put your own little spice, you and Ryan, into it,
Yeah.
and things that you've changed that were some things that you changed, some things that you kept,
hmm
maybe some how you're going to add a little more in the future.
Yeah. I think that's a big question for
Hmm.
sure. There's definitely things that I came in I wanted to change. There's things I wanted to keep the same.
Sure.
Um, big focus for me is not about lacrosse at all.
Okay.
Um,
Great.
my number one thing is building young men. Uh, from my personal experience, the game taught me how I should act as a
Right.
man. I basically learned a bunch of life skills out of the game. So, as someone who wants to give back something that they received, that's the main thing I want to give back.
Love it.
And that's what I love about coaching the college level. Um, I get these kids in for practice, and there's nothing else but us and them, right?
Yep.
So I get 2 hours a day with these guys where it's my opportunity to influence them.
Mhm.
Um, my life motto that I like to say is understand your influence.
Yeah,
To me, that's how you live your life and understanding that people are constantly watching you and how are you going to decide to live to influence how they live theirs, right?
that's great.
So I kind of walk into every practice, every game, every situation I have in front of these guys,
Mhm.
understanding that they're looking at me as possibly an influence in their life. So culture anyway, full circle.
No, that's great. I love it.
Um, Culture is massively important to me. There's a lot of mini lessons that go within that, but like one thing, if you've read the book before, but extreme ownership.
Yep, I have. Just
So
finished it about 6 months ago.
there you go. So we actually just talked about this as a team last week at practice. Because we were having some issues with guys coming into huddles after,
Hmm.
like, say the defense gets scored on, they're coming into their huddle to figure stuff out. Everyone's like, "Well, you did this, you did this, you did this," and later we broke out, and one of our guys actually spoke up and said, last year we did really good about just walking into the huddle saying I could have done this better, and that
Yeah.
helps us to grow as a team. And the cool part is now, like now that
Hmm.
I've kind of had that influence already on those older guys, I don't really have to say much. Like
Yep.
we get into our team huddle, and I just say, what did we have success with last year? You know how we won conference last year, we won all these big games last year.
Hmm.
What was different from how we're acting today at practice? And then they're able to kind of think about it and come up with the answer on their own, which
Yeah.
I mean, it's great for them, right? But it's
Hmm.
great for me too, because I feel like I've actually done something positive for them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the extreme ownership thing is just one little example, but like I feel like I have a ton of them. But ultimately, what I care about is those guys treasuring the game the way I treasured it growing up
Mhm.
and allowing the life lessons they learn on the field to translate into their life outside of lacrosse.
Love it.
So, yeah, that's the big culture question, I would say.
Okay.
But yeah.
I think keeping the love of the game completely matters, especially like you mentioned that 2 hours.
Mhm,
Not only is it can you shut everything else out
mhm.
for them, school, parents, job, whatever it may be. Same for you, coach, right? Like
Yeah, absolutely.
you get that time, you get to block it out. This is all that matters. This is what's happening on this field and the people that you get to do it with.
Yeah.
They call it the medicine game all the time,
Mhm.
and there's the more and more you do it, the more truth you find in that, and finding that way to unplug nowadays is kind of what they call it more so,
Yeah,
and stay grounded. This is absolutely what it's about. Is
yeah,
that 2 hours at a time, and then conversations maybe before or after or whatever, just to those silly things that happen
yeah,
that remind you of like how good you got it, and then on top of like the chaos that also can ensue.
right.
It's there's nothing like it. There's no other experience that I mean there might be, but once you get hooked with it, you can't let go.
Yeah, no, I agree. I
Yeah,
think everyone has that thing,
yeah,
right? Where
hmm,
they're just unplugged, like you said,
yeah,
and they're completely focused on something. And people laugh at me all the time, like at work. I'll be like, "Oh, you're the head coach for Boise State lacrosse. Like
yeah,
that must pay well." Well, like little known secret, but coaches don't get paid for Boise State lacrosse right now.
yeah.
Um, but I would not do it.
Sure.
Like I feel like I need to do it. I love to do it.
Hmm.
I get to build a relationship with guys like you and
Yeah,
the team in general.
absolutely.
So it's a special thing, and I think if anybody can find that thing that they love to do, just pour into it, man,
Right.
because good things are only going to come from it.
I agree. Uh, let's touch on that you brought up that not getting paid deal.
Sure.
I think it's a misconception a lot for a lot of teams at many different levels
Hmm.
that coaches all get paid or compensated.
Yeah.
And for lacrosse in this community, it's absolutely very uncommon
Mm.
for coaches to get compensated.
Yep.
At the end of the season, parents do a great job of getting some gifts and those things, which are wonderful.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Uh, so there's if a coaches out there, and I've been trying to highlight the people side of things.
Hmm.
With the game, there's a person behind the helmet, there's a person in the helmet or whatever. There's a coach that's also there. That's also a person
Yep.
that's given a lot of time, his own money at times, right? Investing into the
Yeah.
team, gas money alone, It's a substantial investment. And on top of it all, it's not about the money,
Yeah,
right? In the end, it's about having a great time, like we just talked about. So I think it's honorable that you brought that up. That you guys, as of right now, deferring salaries for what's best for the team because the team is what matters the most. So
absolutely.
uh, previously, when we talked to Coach Trejo, the women's head coach, we made sure to point out that just because you're at Boise State doesn't mean there's like $1 million endowment for the lacrosse team.
I wish.
You know, there's no NIL money as far as I know with your team,
No,
uh, which would be awesome. I'd love to see it.
that'd be great.
Yeah. Um, but so funding works. It's a self-funded program.
Hmm.
Tell me about funding and sponsorships and whatnot, and how the
Yeah.
players generate this revenue for themselves.
Yeah, so the biggest source of income we have is the player dues. So every player when they walk in, this year we made them sign a contract. Basically said they're going to pay their dues if they want to play.
Yeah.
But in the fall they pay a fee, and then if they choose to continue in the spring, they also pay a fee for the spring. On top of that,
Mhm.
what we try to do to combat having those really high dues,
Mhm.
we try to do a lot of fundraising and sponsorships. So, like coming up actually this Friday, we have our golf tournament
Okay.
that we go out. We try to get local businesses to become team sponsors, where they go out and golf and
Mhm.
they sponsor a hole.
Yeah.
We have a
How
bunch
much
of
is one of those holes right now?
750 a team.
750 a team. What about a
Yeah.
hole?
So it's 750 to sponsor the one hole, and
Okay.
then we have different sponsorship levels. So
Okay.
up from there, you can go to 1,000 or 1,500.
Okay.
Um,
We'll try to get something out on the social media
yeah,
ASAP for
that
that.
would be great. Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
fun. I'll send you some stuff
Perfect.
too.
Appreciate that.
But yeah, we do the golf tournament is a big one. On top of that, the boys work like ticketing at the football games and the basketball games, working
Yeah.
concessions at those. The boys did for the first time with the girls team a car wash. I don't know if you heard
Nice.
about that with
I did
Jordan or not.
not, but I can't believe no one sent me pictures to
Yeah,
show me.
I don't know if I want to see pictures, but yeah, no, I'm glad that they're doing that sort of stuff. They this year, big difference I've seen. They're really stepping up, kind of taking the fundraising into their own
It's
hands.
great.
We had a big conversation at the beginning of the year this year
Mhm.
because we are trying to be fully transparent about our financial
Yeah.
situation, and in order for us to become the team that we want to be, like a top 25 consistent
Yeah.
team, we want to be able to travel the country to play top 25 teams and all these
Mhm.
things. Well, all that stuff costs money.
Yep.
And if the boys want to maintain uh, dues that aren't $5,000 a year, we got to work hard to do the fundraising. So
Yeah.
it's kind of where we're at with that sort of stuff. And any opportunity that comes up, we always entertain
Yeah. Okay.
and look into it. So,
So was back to this car wash situation,
okay,
just because I think it's great.
sure.
Was there a competition between men's and women's on who raised the most, or was it just a pot of money and it
I
got split?
believe it was a big pot of money. I was not informed about this
Oh,
until the day of, I think
okay.
for probably good purposes,
Sure.
but yeah, I think they turned it into a team building event.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love every aspect of this. I think
Yeah.
it's creative. I think it's wonderful that it's a team building for the men's team and they get to know their sisters on the women's team
Hmm.
and they're raising some money
Absolutely.
and they're getting a tan,
Yeah, that's a big win,
right?
right?
Some vitamin D.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's all
I
good.
love it. I love the creativeness. I think it's fun for sure. Uh, so funding is a big deal. Sponsorships matter.
Hmm.
There's multiple ways to sponsor.
Yep.
Volunteering. You still
Yeah.
need some volunteers for game day setup, those kind of things, or
Yeah. So,
how can more people be involved to help the team,
yep.
not only financially but time?
Yep. So, a couple different ways. Like, if someone was
Mhm.
interested in volunteering, they can reach out on our website. We got a form they can fill out.
Okay,
Just general
we'll
information.
get that up.
That stuff gets right to me.
Okay.
From there, I either respond or delegate. Um, so if anyone's interested in running clocks or setting up field or whatever, right now the boys do all that. We usually have injured players that are running clocks. It would be great to have somebody that's not a player running a clock, just as a bias.
Yep.
Um, and then like running stat books. Anyone that understands how to run a stat book, I mean, you've stood right behind those guys.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Hmm.
Um, but there's a lot of different things. So if anyone wants to get involved, we are more than happy to take you in, teach you how to do something. Good opportunity to get involved with the program. Um, and then as far as sponsorships go, outside of like I know I mentioned the golf tournament,
Yeah.
but we have team sponsors throughout the year as well. Um, a lot of different opportunities for exposure there. We're grateful to have you to have
Yep.
like ESI set up on
Hmm.
the commercials and stuff. We're hoping to do more of that this year.
That's great.
We also have
Banners at the games.
banners and our website,
Right.
all that sort of stuff. So, and if there's ever, I encourage companies if they're curious about something or they have an idea for exposure, to come to us because we want to entertain those sponsorship opportunities
Okay.
100%. So,
Uh, little social media influence.
hmm
Uh, I think I can't remember. Did you guys send out an intern? You're looking for interns on that, or was that last season to
that
help?
was yeah last season.
Okay, same
So
thing coming in the spring.
yep. So anyone who's good with videography,
Hmm.
we encourage to. Lacrosse is
Sure.
a great sport to get some
Yeah,
cool highlight videos in.
absolutely.
So anyone who's interested in trying that out, we'd love to talk to you.
Okay.
But yeah, and anyone that's interested in helping the team out in any form or
Right.
fashion, I'm all over it.
Okay.
Social media is obviously a big deal.
Mhm.
A lot of exposure through social
Yeah.
media. That's how we do a lot of our recruiting, actually. So, the better presence we have on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all that, X, excuse me,
Yep.
is great. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Sounds great. I agree, and it's a great way for people to like tune their skills and stuff if they
Yeah,
want to do that.
absolutely.
Not really any significant age ranges. Like you don't need to be pro at it for 4 years.
Not at
High
all.
school person trying to build their resume and their portfolio absolutely can come
Yeah,
out. Yeah,
absolutely. Let's talk.
let's talk.
Yeah.
Okay. So, club versus NCAA versus NIA, that conversation comes up all the time.
hmm
Let's talk about the benefits of this club model a little more as far as that balance versus the traditional varsity sports,
Yeah.
um, and what you can get uh, off the field
hmm
that's maybe different here compared to maybe the roles and responsibilities that we talked about.
Sure, sure.
More into that balance, kind of like a D3 life.
Yeah, I think. Are you asking like what the
Yeah.
MCLA cell
Yep.
would be
Yeah.
essentially?
Yeah. Let's hear it.
So,
I'll put the good camera on you.
um, I love this question because I get it all the time
That's
from
great.
recruits,
Well,
right?
you better have a solid answer, coach.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, and what I like to say is that I'm a lacrosse coach.
Mhm.
I played NCAA lacrosse. I coach to win, right?
Sure.
So when recruits call me and ask me that question, I say there are a wide array of things that you could do at Boise State and still play lacrosse. You could be in a fraternity, you could be in other clubs, whether that's club sports or some other thing that
Yeah.
you like to do in your free time, right? Like
Hmm.
all of that stuff is available to you because we are not on a crazy practice schedule like an NCAA team.
Yep.
Um, your regimen is not as intense, right, with an MCLA lacrosse team. With that being said, we play to win,
Yeah.
right? So and we coach to win, and our team understands that mentality. So when I tell you we have practice 4 days a week in the fall, 2 days on the field, 2 days at OTF, offsite training facility,
Yep.
you're there for those 4 days. You're fully engaged when you're at those things. If you're coming with the intention to be on the lacrosse team and just have fun with it, but make this other stuff a priority,
Yeah.
you're likely not going to be successful on the lacrosse team, right?
Sure.
So if I guess it's a hard answer, more
Oh, I
more
think it's
intense
reasonable.
answer, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, I don't want to off play the fact that MCLA is very competitive, but it's only competitive if we make it
When
competitive,
when
right?
there's a national championship that could be won, there's competitiveness there,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
And I think a lot of coaches at NCAA and very competitive programs all over, um, they'll say, "Oh, absolutely, you can go be an electrical engineer and play
hmm
lacrosse." The reality is, there's very few kids that can pull that off with those schedules. But at Boise State, you can do both
Yep.
and still be on a competitive team, still have a great time, and still
Yep.
succeed in the classroom. And
Yeah.
I think that's a significant difference. You can still go to nursing school or whatever it is you choose. You can take on those harder
Hmm.
science courses that a lot of guys think they can at the other levels, and then they eventually drop to whatever business or something, right?
Yeah. Our
Because it's just a way of life. You have to choose at some point.
Absolutely. Our goalie coach is a prime example of that. Mike Dowd has a crazy engineering degree, but
Yeah,
he played lacrosse at Boise State for 5 years. So
yeah.
it's a great opportunity. And
Let's get into a little bit of the conference.
yeah,
PNCLL,
yep.
Pacific Northwest Collegiate Lacrosse League.
Look
Is
at
that
you.
right?
Yeah, you got
Okay.
it.
There's a lot of acronyms, and we got
Yeah,
balance with lacrosse.
yeah, yeah.
And so you're in Division One there. Yep.
Division One.
MCLA Div One. So the teams you're playing: Washington State, Washington,
Yep.
Oregon
Oregon
State,
State, Simon Fraser.
Simon Fraser.
Yep.
Okay. The out of conference is usually something like Utah.
Yep.
What else you got?
So this year,
Hmm.
in the spring, we have BYU, Utah Valley, University of Utah, Utah State, um, Colorado, Colorado State.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and that's pretty typical for us.
Hmm.
We've built good relationships with those
Yeah.
guys, and fortunately, it's easy to travel to them.
Right.
A lot of top tier teams, which is great. The BYUs and the UVUs and Colorado State are usually always top 25.
Right.
So that helps our bid when we play those teams, and by the time we get to conference, we have an opportunity to have an at large, which is awesome. So we also, oh, I forgot to mention, we have University of Minnesota coming to us this year, which is
Awesome. That's
an
great.
awesome one. Yeah, we went out and played them last year. It was a
Okay.
great game. So we're hoping to have another one this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun. I love that more teams are coming to this area.
Hmm.
I think there's a lot of NNU changing their division is going to
Yep.
bring in more teams, more exposure.
Absolutely.
It's going to help kids get better, seeing different games, different teams. You guys are constantly climbing the ladder.
Hmm.
You're going to be bringing more and more teams in
Yeah.
our competition. So I'm excited for this for sure.
Me too.
And is it Golden Gophers? Is that who Minnesota is?
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see how they do over here in our cold area, but
I think they're gonna struggle, but it's okay.
higher altitude. Um, that's great. So the PNCLL remind me, is it an automatic qualifier if you win the championship or is it an at-large bid?
So it's you if you win conference, you're automatic.
Okay.
There's the other way to get in. Um, Basically, you go out and you play a bunch of top 25 teams. You're
Hmm.
willing to travel. You win close games. Your record's over 500.
So,
The MCLA committee, it's basically a bunch of coaches throughout the MCLA,
hmm.
will go through and vote whether you could be in nationals if you win your conference or not. There's only so many of those that they hand out. Uh, I believe PNCL got it one time a few years ago
Okay.
with Oregon, but it's been a while since that's happened. So, like last year, we were fortunate enough to win conference, and so we had our
Yeah.
automatic into nationals, which was awesome. Um, I like to play the numbers and be willing to get that at large or win conference
Yeah. Why
bid.
not?
So,
Why would you want to take a chance if you got control over it for sure?
exactly. Yeah.
So the women's team recently announced that they're changing leagues, I
Hmm.
guess, to a different one.
Yep.
I would assume MCLA is still strong
Yeah.
and going for it. Any crazy conference realignment that's happening like they do for football? Everybody's making these super conferences or anything like that? Anything changing?
Not for Division One.
Okay.
Division Two has had some new teams jump in, or guys drop.
Mhm.
New rule as of 2026. Any NCAA team that has an MCLA team, aka like
Air
University of
Force.
Denver Air Force, great example.
Mhm.
Those MCLA teams are no longer allowed to play Division Two MCLA. They have to play Division One MCLA.
Okay.
So I guess in terms of restructuring, that does add a little element
Yeah.
to it.
Is that a next season or
This
27?
this season.
Okay, this
Yeah,
season. Okay.
yeah, 25, 26.
Excellent.
So, yeah, it's exciting for us because it's more opportunity to play different
Yeah.
teams. I'm just curious to see what that competition looks like,
Yeah.
from the D2 to D1 move. So
Yeah, I
we'll see.
agree. Okay, let's see if I got off track too much here, but
Oh, you're good.
you're doing great. Appreciate your time for this and the inside baseball for the conference information. That's been exciting.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's talk about a couple of short-term goals. We talked culture, but let's talk more structured goals, vision, and let's say 1 to 2 years, and then maybe a 5 year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short-term goal, we want to win conference.
Okay.
And we want to win conference and we want to have depth in the national tournament. That's what we told the boys at the beginning of the season.
Mhm.
We set the bar with winning conference last year. Um, that was a goal last year. Now it's an expectation. We made it into the first round of nationals and got swept pretty bad. I think that stung for a lot of
Yeah.
us. And now the goal is to have some depth in that tournament.
Okay.
Um, I think it's absolutely achievable. We have a very young team, but we have a lot of experience with guys who have transferred in or
Mhm.
have just been playing for a long time. And I have a lot of faith in our coaching staff and our systems that we're running right now.
Excellent.
So,
And then remind me, that's just 1 through 16, right? To get to the tournament for the most
hmm
part.
yep, 1 through
Top
16.
16 teams.
Yeah,
No first round buys or anything. It's just
nope,
a gauntlet. You get in and
yep,
go.
you're in it.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
So short term conference, get to the tournament,
yep, yep,
and then those are short term because they're going to be the standard.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
And then that 2 to 5 year window.
Yeah. Um, in 5 years, I want to be a national contender. That's easily
Yeah.
a good goal. And then in addition to that, I want to be able to recruit more. That's something that Boise State has never really done much of. It's been a lot of just receiving guys that are interested in coming, but we
Hmm.
haven't really done a lot of outreach or gone to showcases or anything like
Yeah.
that. So in the next couple of years, that's our goal, and that's a part of the budget conversation, right? Like
Hmm.
we're trying to build up the budget so we can afford to go out and do some recruiting, see some guys that maybe don't know about Boise State or even know that we have a program.
Yep.
We're fortunate to be in this area, and Boise State's a great school to be at.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun, great for education.
Hmm.
We just need people to understand how great it is, right?
Yeah.
Part of that is us going out there and kind of giving our little marketing spiel.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's easy to do because it's all true.
yeah,
So, uh,
absolutely.
do you have, let's say, in that goal, the recruiting? Is there a trying to win the local recruitment?
Yeah, I mean, you know how tough it is,
I
right?
do. Yes.
Yeah, local is hard. A lot of guys are coaching club that are coaching college ball right now. So they got a lot of good touch, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And then NNU obviously going NCAA D2, they have the ability to give scholarships. So we're kind of low on the totem pole when it comes to those things in recruiting. Where I think win guys over is when they come stay with the team for a night.
Yeah.
They're able to kind of understand what that culture is like.
Yep.
They maybe come to a practice, they see how we
Mhm.
practice, winning attitude, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So my thing with the whole local, I'm never gonna tell somebody, hey, don't go to C of I or don't go to NNU, right? And
Hmm.
all three of those schools, like BSU, C of I, NNU, very different,
Yep.
in my opinion.
Mhm.
And everyone is gonna have what fits for them.
Yeah.
And so if someone went to C of I and Boise State wasn't working, all
Sure.
power to you, man. Like
Yeah.
you're growing the game in the valley.
Yep.
That's what I care
I
about.
agree with you, and I think fit right is
Yeah,
what matters. So,
absolutely.
and experience.
Yeah.
So, if you want to go to a small school, great. If you want to go to a bigger school that's now becoming a Pac-12 school,
Yep.
totally different experience.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
uh, and what's nice is here is those kids got quite a few options.
Hmm.
Just depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And, maybe what you start out as is like you start at small school and you're like, "Hey, I want a bigger school experience. I want to have that game day football, also
Hmm.
basketball, along with the lacrosse and all that. I want all that. I
Yep.
want to feel that big energy at the stadium or on campus, the excitement. It's different.
Exactly. And I
So
would just encourage kids go check it out.
go
Like
do it.
go to a football game.
Hmm.
Go to an NNU lacrosse game.
Yeah.
Go to a C of I basketball game
Yep.
or bull riding or whatever it is,
Yeah.
right? Like there's all sorts of stuff,
Yeah.
especially here,
Hmm.
to do. And you just got to find your fit and
Absolutely.
stick with it.
I agree with you. And, there's room for everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's see here. If you could change one thing about the landscape of lacrosse in Idaho, what would it be?
Mm, good question. I would want all of the collegiate programs to have more money.
Sure.
Um, but no, I think money is a big one. I would love to have more coaches in the valley.
Okay.
I think we don't have enough coaching out here.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that just at a collegiate standpoint,
Just in general.
just youth lacrosse. And shout out to all the dads out there that are picking it up and trying to coach. Like, I
Yep.
think that's amazing and that's awesome. Um, I've been fortunate enough to be able to coach at all different levels, club
Hmm.
included. And when you go to the areas that are major hotbeds where the youth is getting coached by ex-professionals or
Yeah.
guys that played NCAA Division One, those kids learn so much and they soak up so much when they're so young that by the time they get to high school, they're just able to develop and be more coachable.
Yeah.
And I know, like, when I get those guys into my lacrosse program at Boise State, they have that foundation that I
Hmm.
can build upon, right? And that just allows us to kind of skyrocket, right?
Yeah.
And how the team develops. So just general, more experience in coaching. So I would
Yeah.
encourage any guys that maybe, have graduated and they're not playing anymore,
Right.
but still want to be a part of the game, jump in and go coach a third grade team, man, or a
Yeah.
fifth or sixth or whatever it is, right? Like, we need it here badly, and we just need guys to step up.
Yeah. And I think you're going to see that. I wish I knew the dates of, so we've only been lacrosse family dozen of years or something like that. And it's
Mhm.
obviously been around longer, but we're finally starting to see some of those generations that started out coming back around, going out, more Idaho players that are going out to different parts of the country, bringing back those different experiences,
Yep.
just like yourself. And I think we're at the beginning of a significant change in our lacrosse community that our players are going to be significantly different
Yeah.
in the next 5 years. It like I was talking to with Jeff Biggs, the Church Valley Youth Lacrosse outgoing president. A lot of times for young coaches, they might be intimidated because they think they need to know everything.
Mm.
And really, what we need them to do is to bring that knowledge of the game in. We'll find people to support them.
Yep.
We'll find people to help schedule the games or send the emails or whatever it is, inventory, right?
Yeah.
Just like you have at your team, you have those supports built in.
Mhm.
Uh, and if so, lessening the initial fear of
Mhm.
taking on this responsibility
Yep.
and just being a coach. I know if there's guys out there who want to do it, they can reach out. We'll be happy to find them a place that they can call home or reach out to yourself too. So,
Yeah. No, I mean, all of us have a lot
yeah.
of great connections, right?
Hmm.
So if anybody's interested, I'm
Yeah,
happy to place you. You're happy to place them,
absolutely. We'll find you.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, how can the broader lacrosse community support BSU? We talked about money, finances, right? We want to be competitive, be the team, uh, that be the help for the team that on and off the field, right? Whether it's, I've always joked about striping lines. Now they got a robot, so that job's gone away. AI's taken my job of striping lines. Uh, anything else you want to touch on there as far as support, getting the word out?
Yeah. Show up to games.
Show up to the games. I
Show up
love
to the
it.
games. And they're fun, man. They're
Right, they are
so
fun.
fun. Like, Boise State has this wild atmosphere around lacrosse games
Yep,
that's just contagious.
I
And I
would agree.
love it. I love it.
I would agree 100%.
Yeah.
Especially, do we have a name for the one cheering section in
The
the
couch
north?
crew.
The Couch Crew. They do. They come out. They do a great job.
Yeah.
Some of the top notch heckles,
Yep.
and coming out of
Absolutely.
that group, and that energy is infectious. I
It's
think
affected games.
it's a game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to those guys, man. Keep it up and keep it clean. That's
Yeah.
all I want me to
Yeah.
say. I don't
There
mean
is.
penalties.
We want the parents and the children to come and watch the next
Yeah,
generation.
absolutely.
I remember we went long ago when my son Carter was a little guy, maybe 10 or something. We watched BSU Idaho game
Yeah,
back then, and it was a spectacular game.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Back when Idaho kind of had a pretty solid team, it was a close game.
Yeah, yeah, that's sweet.
So,
That's really sweet.
yeah, right there on that Lincoln turf. So,
That's good. We're working on too, I guess I should probably mention to you, but
mhm.
we're trying to make that experience for fans better.
Okay.
We're working with the school right now on having like a food truck show up, or if you want to buy
Excellent.
merch at a game, that'll be an opportunity, and maybe more halftime stuff for the little guys that show up, doing a little scrimmage at halftime, or things like that to get fans more engaged,
Okay.
kind of build the community up
Yeah.
more.
If anybody has suggestions,
Yeah, reach out,
let me.
shoot us a DM on Instagram. That's
Okay.
the fastest way to do it, or follow us on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Same thing.
That'd be great. Let's. I like to get into the fun stuff here. Not that
Yeah,
this hasn't been fun, but the stuff that's you as a person.
sure.
Uh, Pre-game ritual.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have one, maybe. Should we say the one for Brian next time? Maybe is it fun? Okay.
Sure.
So one for you, pre-game ritual, and then I want to know about superstitions.
Oh, okay. Do you want to know pregame ritual as when I was playing or as a
All
coach?
right, let's do them both. That's awesome.
When I was playing, I drove a in high. This was a high school thing, but I drove an Infinity QX4 that had like a Bose sound
Okay,
system in it,
coach.
so I loved it.
Yeah,
Right?
of course.
It was an old one. Don't give me too much credit, but I loved the sound system in it, and
Hmm.
I would have a specific playlist. It was called my game day playlist, and I wouldn't let anybody ride to the game with me. No mom, no girlfriend, no nothing.
Okay.
And I'd crank that thing all the way up, and I would drive specific speed to make sure I listened to all the songs in the playlist. So that was a big one.
Yeah.
And then just like talking to my teammates, like not anybody else, just my teammates, right?
Okay.
Kind of build up
No
that
one else
culture.
matters at
Yeah,
that point.
that was the big thing,
We're
right?
done. Yeah.
And then I don't know why, but for some reason I was always the hype guy in the huddle. So that
That's
was
okay.
yeah, that kept me going.
No one needs to be.
Yeah, yeah. And then as a coach, for me, it's
Hmm.
getting in touch on all the boys. When they're doing their stretching, we line up and kind of do like a static stretch,
Yeah.
and I go by and give them a fist bump, handshake, dab them up, whatever it is. Get them a little word of encouragement.
Yeah.
Let them know I'm there for them, and then we bring it up, and then I kind of get that hype man mentality
Yeah.
back into the game. Get the boys a little juiced up and ready to go.
Let me ask you this on that touch with the players.
Yeah.
Is that something that you got from another coach?
No, I guess it's important for me just to know that
Hmm.
every individual knows that I'm
Yeah.
paying attention to them, right? Like I'm rooting for them. I got their back. I want to know they feel supported one on
Hmm.
one, not just as a team aspect.
That's
Don't
great.
want anyone to feel like they're falling on the wayside or in the back of the bleachers, so to speak, right? Like
Yeah.
we're all one team,
We're all here.
coaches
We're all
included,
present.
and yeah, everyone should be involved with each other. So
That's great. Let me follow up on that a little bit.
sure.
Coaching influences. We skipped. We didn't get into that.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's do it.
My I have a lot.
Hmm?
I read a lot of coaches' books and stuff, which is awesome. A lot of good words. But my biggest one by far is my dad. He was my coach growing up in everything that I played, baseball, football. He was one of those dads that knew nothing about lacrosse, but he signed right
He
up
was
to be the
there.
coach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's easily my biggest influence. He is the one who created understand your influence in my life, right? Like I look at that guy and I'm like, man, I'm only who I am because of him, right? Um, I only know how to treat this game the way I treat it because of how he raised me, right?
Yeah.
And taught me how to respect sports and look at the game. So I mean, I value that more than most things in life, right?
Yeah.
So it's a big point of influence, and I keep going back to understand your influence because it just is like tattooed in my brain,
Love it.
right? It's all because of him. So
I love it, and I guarantee she loves to hear it too.
yeah.
And he would do it all over again. I guarantee it.
Oh, I'm sure.
At a
Yeah.
drop of a hat. So excellent. Uh, did your dad have any pregame rituals that you
Oh,
remember or superstitions?
maybe not any that he'd be willing to tell me,
Okay.
but no, he
Nothing
was a
that you
big.
noticed. He didn't like pack the bag a certain way 3 times or nothing.
Not really.
Okay.
No, I mean he was a big football guy, and I watched him play slow pitch softball growing up and all that stuff. So he was always an athlete and in
Yeah.
stuff, and but he was really focused on me and my sister. Everything we wanted to do is really what he bought into. So I guess pregame ritual would be having us at whatever event 30 minutes early, or making sure we're
You bet.
fed,
At
or
least
any of those things, right? So
if you're on time, you're late. That's all I know.
exactly, exactly.
Okay. Hey, uh, toughest fans to play in front of. Uh,
It's an easy one.
okay,
Easy.
let's do both. When
Okay.
you played, and now with the Boise State crew,
Okay. Just to clarify, you're saying what team is the toughest? Has,
has the roughest fans that you
yeah.
play in front of.
Yeah. Okay.
Just for fun
Um,
here.
yeah, so when I was playing, I guess we'll do that one first. When I was playing,
Mhm.
it was either Illinois Wesleyan or
Yeah.
Aurora University.
Okay.
We
I
had
know both those squads.
big rivalries with those guys.
Hmm.
It never got like really out of hand, I would say, but you know how it goes, right?
Sure.
You're an athlete, you get competitive, some words fly, and
Yeah.
you hear some stuff.
Hmm.
But that stuff never really got to me too bad. It was more of the who's the guy in front of me? What's he trying to
Yeah.
do? Type of deal.
Okay.
For
Something about the can't remember what the Illinois were they Spartans or
yeah,
something? Yeah. Something about those Spartans
no,
fans. I don't know
I
what it is,
know,
but
man. Yeah, they're nuts. They're fun though. It's a good conference. It's a fun
okay.
one.
Now that you're coaching,
Yeah, Boise State. The answer is easy. Oregon
okay.
for sure. Um,
Okay. Oregon fans, they are relentless.
we've always had a big rivalry there.
Yeah.
I won't speak too much on it, but it definitely is very intense and very emotionally loaded
Yeah.
for that game every year. I don't know what it is, but every year. And I will give a shout out to our team last year.
Hmm.
That was one of the best lacrosse games I ever watched us play in conference when we beat them
Yeah.
in the second round. And it was exciting to be a part of.
Yeah. I
So,
agree. I watched it on Montana Ocho or whatever their
yeah,
ESPN network was. So
yeah,
I agree. That was a great game. And I think really, coaches, it comes down to they have plethora of cool jerseys.
they really do.
And that's the problem
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Everybody else
100%.
is just trying to catch up to their jerseys.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Every Oregon program, man, they just look good. I
And
gotta
I
give
get
it
it. You
to
better be playing good. We're going to get that
them.
good. Uh, so far at BSU, most memorable moment that you've had as a coach
Mm,
um, in the last 4 years? What you got?
winning conference last year. Yeah, that was so cool. Like I spoke to just before at the Oregon game,
Hmm.
that team, the way that we played in that conference playoff was just so cool to see.
Yeah.
The team completely put their ego aside and we played as a team and we won as a team when we were down. I don't
Yeah.
remember what the deficit was in the championship game against Fraser, but we were down 4 points or something like that. And just nobody thought it was over.
Yeah.
And it was really cool just to watch us figure it out and come back and win. Really special, very motivating, right? As a coach, like makes you want to keep going, keep coming back type of deal.
Yeah. I agree.
So that hands down was probably my favorite coaching moment.
Yeah. That was a special moment. I remember watching that game and everything, and so pumped for you
Yeah.
guys after that. And then what it led to, right? So the Oregon games, Simon Fraser to the next
Mhm.
round. It's just like it all clicked. It
Yeah.
became like the team just unlocked this new level.
Hmm.
I agree with you that I think now those players that were there coming back
Oh, it's
build
completely
on it.
set the tone. This year it was a weird feeling coming in this year. We graduated so much and I love all those guys, right? They
Mhm.
graduated, but we came in and it was like just what's the word I'm looking for? Vibe. The vibe was different
Mhm.
this year.
Who are
And
we gonna be?
everyone was just, yeah, bought in to like
Mhm.
this is how this team operates, right? And all the new guys that came in were like wide-eyed, like, oh, okay, like this is how we do it, right?
That's great.
So yeah, it's cool to be a part of it. Very
Yeah.
cool to be a part of it.
Uh, so as we kind of come in here for a wrap up,
Mhm.
we'd like to always reach an opportunity to talk to the younger players,
Yeah,
lacrosse community. Uh, some advice you give to those high school players, middle school guys, or whatever,
sure.
any age that are players and they're thinking about playing up and coming to the next level.
Yeah.
What do you got for advice?
I mean, I guess I'll kind of climb that ladder, but for young guys that are just starting out,
Hmm.
hit the wall and watch lacrosse. I think that's the biggest thing. Understanding the game at a young age is very important. It's a
Yeah,
complex game, right? There's a lot to learn, there's a lot to know. So the younger you can figure that out, the easier it's going to be for you to apply the stuff your coaches are coaching
yeah,
you. and then hitting the wall. You're going to hear that your whole
You get
career,
forever.
right?
I mean, you're never going to get away from it.
Yeah,
It's just
never.
something that you do.
Hit the wall, get your stick skills good, stay in the weight room, right? All that
Mhm.
stuff's important. Um, High school guys, if you're looking to get into college, don't be afraid to reach out to a coach and be yourself, right? Like I cannot tell you the countless emails I get that I can tell are just chat GPT or like created by sports recruits or whatever, right? Like
Mhm.
I get 1,000 of them a day. Reach out to me and be like, "What's up, coach? Like,
Sure.
hey, this is what I'm looking for." Like I want to know you, right? I don't want to know your sports recruits profile. I can look that up.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to pick up the phone and call, right? I have calls with kids all the time. And that goes back to our conversation about like the different schools in the valley. I have guys call me and I'm like, "Hey man, listen, like if you're not going to come to BSU, like you should come here and check out NNU. You should go to C of I, right? Like
Mhm.
cuz again, I'm all for the valley just growing, right? I want
Yeah.
more kids to come here and play lacrosse and I want the game to grow here. But yeah, just don't be afraid to reach out to coaches, be yourself. Ask if you can practice with them or do a one-on-one lesson, right? Like
Sure.
we just want to get to know you guys
Yeah.
and don't be so worried about are you good enough to play, right? If you have the foundational skills, I can create you into what I want you to be for the team, right? Just come into it with a coachable attitude and be an athlete, right?
Yeah.
And things are going to work
I
out.
couldn't. I couldn't agree more. Being authentic to yourself
Hmm.
will go a long ways, and I think lessons learned over the years and watching kids get recruited and go in different places. My 2 cents for whatever it's worth. Being as authentic as possible, that fit. You'll know when you have those conversations whether or not
Absolutely.
that's a guy you want to play for, or uh, you're you're setting the expectations for yourself. You're taking ownership of this experience,
Hmm.
and maybe you're a little goofy, but you still lock in or whatever, right? Like you need to make sure that it'll be home
Yeah.
for you for the next 4 years,
Yeah.
and so you don't have to be a robot. You have, just like you said, a little bit of yourself there. A couple tips: always make sure you change the coach's name, right, on
Yeah.
those emails.
Definitely
I don't
change
know
the
if you've
name.
ever gotten "Hello, Coach so and so." That's
Oh yeah.
not the right name.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You can tell
Or
there's
or it's Coach Pearl, but then it says like NNU.
yeah,
You don't
you're
change
right.
the school,
Yeah,
right? Like make sure you're proofreading your
yep,
stuff before you
yeah.
send it.
Take the time.
Yeah,
Care about your experience, and it's who you are.
exactly.
You're a product of your efforts and as a player. So let's just take the time, right? Like if it means something, it means enough to hit send, just read it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And grades, right? Of course.
Grades are important.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is something that we put into our contract this year. Our players have to maintain a certain GPA to be eligible to play.
It's great.
And that is higher than the club sports requirement. Boise State Club Sports has a 2.9 requirement to play.
Okay.
Ours is higher than that.
I'm
So
kind of surprised it was 2.9.
I was shocked as well. And that's why we put that into the contract.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. Anything that we missed that you wanted to touch on that you were hoping to talk about?
I don't think so, man. I mean, I appreciate you having me out here and allowing to represent Boise State. I'm excited to get Ryan out here so you can ask him
Yep.
all the fun questions
We'll do
too.
it. We'll
And
put him in the hot seat.
yeah,
Uh, we'll get your all along the show. We'll go back in. We'll edit. We'll put the Instagram,
perfect.
Facebook, emails, all that stuff. Anything else that we might have missed, feel free to email me. A couple things. Each guest gets a T-shirt from Sideline Sessions with
Love it,
their
man.
corresponding it's a number for the episode on the back. So
Cool.
you were number 6,
I like it.
and then
Beauty.
I got you a little extra something. I uh,
Oh, no way,
we
dude.
have a little light up
Are you
sign.
kidding me?
Yep. So there's a pack here we could plug it in, but
No way.
I promise you it'll work. Coach Straight, I have one for you also. So
Wow.
don't panic. Coach Drake, a
Thank
Yotes one that
you,
was pretty
man.
sweet. This is a local guy here in town. It's
I love it.
yeah, JCK Industries who's making these for us. So that way you
Beautiful.
can a little gift for making 24.
Yeah,
So
it's going right in my living room. My girlfriend's gonna add about that.
yeah,
Awesome,
right.
man.
As soon as you walk in, it's right there. As soon as you come through the front door.
I
Right,
love it. I
definitely.
love it. Thank you.
Hey, thanks again for making time.
Thanks,
Appreciate
man.
you, and we'll
Yeah,
talk again soon.
sounds good.